Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I'm going to try the yogurt feature in the Ninja Foodi today. So I thought I would bring you along with me. Now, I have a half a gallon of whole milk. This cost $1.63 at Aldi. So I'm going to follow the instructions that are in the manual, or rather in the recipe book, which is right here. Now, this recipe is for homemade vanilla yogurt. I'm not going to make vanilla yogurt. I'm just making plain yogurt. So I will skip the additions of the vanilla and the honey, which is optional. So, according to the instructions for this recipe, I need to pour the milk. Now, in my making yogurt in the crockpot video, the slow cooker yogurt, I always recommend whole milk, but that's always my preference. But I see this recipe recommends whole milk. Okay. And the instructions tell me that I need to put on the pressure lid, which is this lid right here. Okay? And make sure that the vent is open, which is right here. So the vent is open. It's on release. And then it tells me that I need to push the button, and I've already got the foodie turned on. So it tells me I need to push yogurt. It says, hang on here. Okay, let's try this. Push the yogurt feature. I guess I didn't push it hard enough. And it says to set the timer for 8 hours. Okay. There it is. 8 hours, and push start. Okay. After 8 hours, it will notify me when it is done. And then we'll be back and take a look. So, it's an experience. Stick with me and we'll see how this does. Okie doke. According to the instructions to the recipe, when the milk comes to the boil, then the Ninja Foodi automatically goes to cool. And it says in the instructions that it will take several hours for it to cool, the milk to cool or come to the appropriate temperature. And then I am to stir in the yogurt starter. Now, a week or so ago, I bought some Greek yogurt from Aldi, and so that's what I'm going to use for my starter. I know that it's good. I know that it's got active cultures in it, and from the ingredient list, it didn't seem to have anything added in there, such as thickener or anything. So I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to wait because it says it will beat me when it is cool. This is going to be an all-day process, I'm sure, but that's all right. I really am interested to see how this turns out. So stick with me and we'll see what happens. I'll see you later. I have to apologize. When I was beeped when the cooling process was done, I forgot to grab the camera and film it. I'm sorry about that. It gave me a message when it beeped that said, on the display here, it said, add, and then it flashed to stir. So add, stir, add, stir. So I removed the lid, and that's what I did. According to the recipe, you add 3 tablespoons of active culture plain yogurt, which that's what I did. And then you press start again after securing the lid with the vent open. And this is what they call in the recipe the incubation period. So then when I pressed start, it automatically went to 8 hours, and it started counting down 8 hours. It's now about 3:15 in the afternoon. I started this process around 9:30 this morning. So as you can see, it's telling me there's 5 hours and 29 minutes left. So when the 8 hours are up, it will beat me and that won't be till quite a bit later. 3:15, 3:16, 5 hours from now, we should have yogurt. At which point, the recipe tells me that I need to transfer it to a glass dish of some kind with a secure cover and keep it in the refrigerator for 8 hours. And then, so that's it. Now, we'll see what happens. I'll show you the finished product when I take the lid off. We'll take a look at the yogurt and see what we have. And then tomorrow we will take a look at it again. Well, it's been about 11 hours later. Oh, it's 8:52, and I started this process at 9:30 in the morning, and it's 8:52 at night. All right. Hang on, I'm going to turn the light on here. Put a little light on the subject. I don't know. Shall we see? Are you still with me? Okay. All right. I don't know. Just use the shadow. It's the best I can do at this stage of the game. Hold on, let me get a different spoon. I'm nervous. All right, let's see what we got. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Look at that. There it is. Well, I'm not unhappy. I'm not unhappy with this. I am not unhappy with this. All right. The instructions say, or the recipe says, to put it in a glass container with a lid, put it in the refrigerator for 8 hours, which means, of course, I'm going to have it in the fridge overnight. And we will come back and we will check it in the morning. It's my intention to use half of this for a Greek yogurt and reserve the other half in the more, loose stage. That's what I do when I make yogurt in the crock pot. And then we'll talk about how I feel about doing it this way and how that method was for me. Okay, I'm going to get this put up, and we'll be back in the morning and we're going to take a look at it. All right. Thanks for sticking with me so far. All righty. Good morning. It's about 6:15 in the morning. This is the following day. Remember, I made the yogurt yesterday. And it got done quite late last night, but let's see what this looks like. That's pretty good. Of course, it's been in the refrigerator all night. It's nice and cold. So, I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. And you can see the whey. See the whey there? Give this a little stir. Now remember, this is just plain. There's no sweetener. There's no flavoring of any kind. I prefer it this way because it, when it's plain, you have really unlimited usage of your yogurt, and you can flavor it any way you want. This is very nice. I'm going to give it a taste. It's really good. Very, very good. My favorite way to eat plain yogurt is to have a little dish with a little honey drizzled on top. Nuts if I have it, but I like to put granola. I've got a nice video on my homemade granola if you're interested, and you can go to that and make your own very reasonably and easy. So I think this is good. Now I can reserve some of this yogurt and use it as a starter to make my next batch of yogurt. So if you're making your own yogurt, or you try this, or you're doing the crock pot method, make sure you save a little bit back. You can freeze it until you make another yogurt. That's fine. That's not a problem. The active cultures still stay perfectly good. This is very nice. Now, if you make your yogurt at home, don't expect it to look or be like the yogurts you purchase in the store. Oftentimes, there are additives in there which stabilize the yogurt. And but if you buy just plain yogurt like I do on occasion, it separates. The whey separates. It always does, and it has to be stirred. Now, for $1 and what was the milk? $1.65, $6.69 for half a gallon of milk. There's a lot of yogurt here. Lots of yogurt. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably take half of this, and I will let the whey drain out of it. I'll use a filter or one of my nice cloths, and or paper towel. It can be done with that too, in a colander and over a bowl, and I will put half of the mixture in there and let it drain so that it becomes Greek yogurt. That's all Greek yogurt is. It's just thicker. If you actually want to double strain the Greek yogurt, you can turn that into a type of cream cheese. It's a cream cheese texture, and it's really, really good. So if you wanted to take it a step further, you could. I think I have a demonstration video on how I do that. Also, then I will just keep the other half for in this state, so that it can be used for various other things or just eat. I've got some frozen fruit. And remember those blueberries I bought? No, a few of those would be good in there. Those are frozen as well. So there's all kinds of things that can be done with this. Now, let me say about the Ninja Foodi as far as making the yogurt is concerned. It's great. Just make sure that you're going to be around so that when the Foodi cycles its way through the yogurt settings, that you're here to move on to the next step. I think that's important. just as it is if you're going to make it in the crock pot. I would say the Ninja Foodi is kind of a no-brainer way to do it. You don't have to time anything yourself like you would in the slow cooker. It does it for you. Just make sure that it's a stay-at-home day when you're going to putter around the house or whatever, and you can go through the steps as it notifies you. So actually, you really don't have to think about it. And that little recipe that's in the book, it was really, really simple. 1/2 gallon of milk, 3 tablespoons of active cultured yogurt, and follow the instructions. With the Foodi, that's really all it is. And I know that a lot of you do have the Instapots, I guess they call it, and you can use those. I think a lot of them have a yogurt feature on there, so you can use that as well. So I'm glad I tried this feature. I'm trying to try all of the features on the Foodi, and because I've got it and I'm going to use it and learn how to use it. It's a shame to have an appliance and never learn how to use it, right? To its fullest extent, by the way. Okay, all right, this is it for me. I love you guys, and I'm so thankful that you're here with me and that you were able to be here with me during this particular, not really an experiment. It's just while I'm trying to navigate my way around the Ninja Foodi. Okay, I'm not necessarily a gadget person. My late husband was a real gadget person. He loved gadgets, but I am not. So, but I have it, and I'm going to make the most of it. Okay? All right. Listen, love ya. I appreciate your being here. Thank you so much. And as always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. I will talk to you later. And I know you're just excited to see the next thing we do. All right. Love ya. Bye-bye.